the realm of Asgard, where the golden halls shimmered under the warmth of eternal sunlight, Thor and Loki were inseparable companions. Their days were filled with laughter, mischief, and tales of valor that echoed through the great feasting halls. Thor, known for his might and courage, often found solace in the company of his clever brother. The bond they shared was strong. It was a dance of strength and wit, one that resonated deeply among the gods. On a seemingly ordinary day, as Thor polished Mjölnir, his enchanted hammer, dark clouds began to gather over Asgard. Not long before whispers of chaos reached their ears, Thrym, the cunning king of the frost giants, had breached their sacred walls and stolen Mjölnir from its resting place. His intentions were clear. He sought to demand a ransom that would shake the very foundations of Asgard. The news sent shivers through Thor's heart. Without Mjölnir, he felt vulnerable in a way he had never experienced before. The thought of frost giants roaming freely in his homeland ignited a flame within him, a fierce determination to reclaim what was rightfully his. He paced back and forth in deep contemplation. Loki watched with keen interest. Eyebrow raised and a glint of mischief in his eye, Loki offered his assistance. He understood well that such challenges required both brawn and brains. Together, they could face whatever Thrym had devised. Thor's resolve solidified as he nodded at Loki's proposition. They would journey into Jotunheim, the icy domain of giants, to confront Thrym and retrieve Mjölnir once more. Before embarking on this perilous journey, whispers carried through the air from Sigrun, the Valkyrie who served Odin himself. Observed them from afar with watchful eyes. Her role was crucial yet subtle, as she prepared to guide them through what lay ahead. Twilight descended upon Asgard. Cloaked in shades of indigo and silver starlight glittered above them like scattered diamonds across velvet fabric. With heavy hearts but unwavering spirits, Thor and Loki readied themselves for their quest into Jotunheim. With each step they took towards their destiny, anticipation hung thickly in the air, a prelude to adventure sprinkled with uncertainty. Succeed? Would they retrieve Mjölnir? The answers awaited them beyond the icy gates that led into Jotunheim's treacherous embrace. Thus began their journey, a tale woven with threads of bravery against dark forces that threatened not only their lives, but also their home among the gods. The quiet halls of Asgard, beneath the watchful gaze of the Allfather, Thor and Loki gathered in the dim light of a hidden chamber. The atmosphere was thick with urgency as they plotted their course into the cold realm of Jotunheim. Raja had arrived, her presence bringing an air of wisdom to their undertaking. Graceful gesture, she unveiled 2 magnificent garments shimmering with enchantments. These were no ordinary cloaks. They held ancient magic that would transform them into giants, allowing them to walk among Thrym's kin undetected. She draped them around Thor and Loki. The fabric felt alive, swirling with colors reminiscent of twilight skies. Raja's voice was soft yet firm as she explained the importance of their disguise. Imperative that they played their parts well to gain access to Thrym's castle, where Mjölnir lay captive. Iced them on the ways of giants, their customs and fears, each word weaving a tapestry of knowledge that fortified their resolve. Meanwhile, Sigrun observed from her ethereal realm above. With each passing moment, she felt an inexplicable connection to Thor's journey. It stirred something deep within her spirit. Her heart swelled with admiration for his bravery, but also a sense of foreboding for the trials that awaited him in Jotunheim. Night fell over Asgard. Thor and Loki stood at the border between worlds, a shimmering portal leading into icy darkness. With one last glance back at their home, filled with warmth and laughter, they stepped forward together into Jotunheim's embrace. The transition was jarring. As they crossed through, the landscape transformed into vast expanses of frozen beauty. Towering mountains loomed ominously against a backdrop of swirling snowflakes. A chill bit at their skin despite their disguises, yet determination coursed through them like thunder. Upon arriving at the gates of Jotunheim, They encountered frost giants standing guard massive figures whose eyes glinted with suspicion. Or took a steady breath. He could feel Loki's tension beside him, but remained focused on maintaining their facade. He spoke in deep tones mimicking those around him, while gesturing grandly with his arms. He could see doubt flicker across the giants' faces before curiosity took hold. Gain entry required more than appearance. It demanded charisma befitting giants themselves. They exchanged pleasantries steeped in bravado, while navigating through layers of cultural intricacies surrounding giant life, a dance both delicate and dangerous. They wandered deeper into Jotunheim's core. Vibrant villages sprawled before them, filled with boisterous laughter and raucous celebrations, unlike anything seen in Asgard. Each giant embodied strength, yet bore unique personalities that challenged expectations. Some were wise sages sharing ancient lore, while others reveled in contests of might. Thor's heart raced as he sensed how different this realm was from his own. It was alive with energy rooted in fierce loyalty, but marred by treachery lurking just beneath its surface. He knew that every encounter could lead toward peril or opportunity, depending on how adeptly he wielded both charm and wit, alongside brute force. Floated silently above a spectral guardian, watching over these two brave souls amidst frost-laden winds carrying whispers throughout Jotunheim's vastness. He sensed moments when uncertainty threatened to overwhelm them, and sent gentle encouragement, carried upon soft breezes resonating deep within Thor's very essence. Thus began their treacherous odyssey through ice-bound lands, where challenges awaited behind every corner. The true test lay not only in reclaiming Mjölnir, but unraveling mysteries, woven tightly within frost giant hearts entwined by prideful honor and ancient grudges alike. As Thor and Loki crossed into Jotunheim, greeted by a landscape that seemed to stretch endlessly before them. Towering ice-capped mountains pierced the sky, their jagged peaks glistening with a formidable beauty. Air was sharp and cold, swirling with gusts of wind that carried whispers of ancient giants echoing through time. Navigating through this vast wilderness, they pressed onward, determined to reach Thrym's castle. Their disguises were a comfort. The magic garments granted them an illusion of giant stature, yet they could feel the weight of their true selves beneath the fabric. Every step echoed in their minds a reminder that danger lurked nearby. They journeyed deeper into Jotunheim. Signs of the frost giants began to appear. Massive structures made of stone and ice loomed ahead, some adorned with intricate carvings depicting tales of strength and conquest. Despite their imposing size, these giants had personalities as varied as any living being. Some were fierce, while others exuded a surprising warmth. Caution was paramount. Thor and Loki passed through one such village. They noticed suspicious eyes watching their every movement. The giants gathered in groups, exchanging murmurs filled with curiosity and skepticism about the newcomers who dared tread upon their sacred ground. One moment of tension. A giant approached them, his voice thunderous like rolling clouds above a challenge, hidden behind his scrutiny. He demanded proof of their might if they wished to pass unscathed. Felt a surge within him. It was his moment to shine. He proposed a series of contest trials, designed not only to showcase strength, but also cunning and resilience. The giant agreed, smirking at what he deemed would be an easy victory against these so-called giants. They took turns facing off against various challenges, crafted by other frost giants who cheered for entertainment. Thor's first trial involved lifting an enormous boulder, a feat meant to test sheer strength alone. With focused resolve and muscles straining against his disguise, he hoisted it high above his head, the villagers gasping at the display before him. As he set it back down triumphantly, came challenges requiring wits rather than brawn, riddles posed by wise old giants whose laughter filled the icy air like chimes in winter. Each riddle unfurled layers within Thor's mind. Though strong he may have been, wisdom was not always synonymous with brute force. With Loki's cleverness, nudging him forward from behind-the-scenes distractions, were carefully orchestrated as Loki played tricks on unsuspecting giants who sought mischief against them. Igrun observed all this from her hidden perch among frosty trees. She watched over them like a guardian spirit whispering encouragement whenever doubt flickered within Thor's heart, or when fatigue threatened to slow his movements amidst the trials laid out before him. Each victory won during those contests. Confidence surged between brothers forged anew in battle against seemingly insurmountable odds, a testament that even in foreign lands fraught with perilous encounters lies strength found not merely in muscle, but also in friendship entwined. Together under celestial fates, guiding them forth towards Thrym's fortress, where destiny awaited just beyond its gates. Eventually arriving at last at Thrym's castle, an ominous structure carved from black stone draped in sparkling frost, they stood poised on the precipice between deception and revelation. Their plan had led them thus far. Now came what lay beyond confrontation, looming heavy like storm clouds gathering on distant horizons, just waiting for lightning strikes amid thunderous roars echoing across realms unseen, yet palpably felt. Deep within their souls, slash and backslash and the final battle awaited, but first came resolution forged through trials past, as thoughts drifted briefly towards home, while uncertainty danced playfully in shadows lurking ever closer. As Thor and Loki ventured deeper into Jotunheim, the chilling winds howled around them like restless spirits. Each step echoed against the ancient ice, a reminder of the giants that prowled these lands. The landscape was breathtaking, yet intimidating. Towering glaciers glinted under the pale light, while shadows danced in the corners of their vision. Each passing moment, they encountered frost giants who eyed them with both curiosity and suspicion, or knew that to maintain their disguise as fellow giants, they must tread carefully among these formidable beings. They approached a gathering where several giants were engaged in heated discussions about feats of strength and cunning strategies for survival. Observed closely, as giants boasted about their prowess, strength was revered here above all else. Loki nudged his brother subtly, urging him to join in on the conversation. With his heart pounding fiercely within his chest, Thor took a deep breath and stepped forward. He spoke with confidence that belied his true stature, a clever facade cloaked in mighty tones. The ring shifted its attention toward him. Giant eyes widened with intrigue at the new arrival. Spun tales of valor drawn from old legends, his voice booming like thunder through the icy air, while weaving stories rich with exploits that felt familiar, yet far removed from this realm's sensibilities. Loki chimed in with playful jests, employing his sharp wit to amuse and distract those who listened intently. Together, they created an atmosphere laden with mirth that began to break down barriers between themselves and these seemingly unfriendly giants. Yet beneath this camaraderie lay caution. Whispers drifted through Thor's mind, warning him of lurking dangers ahead. Their mission was not simply socializing, but rather finding Thrym's castle hidden away amidst swirling snowstorms fraught with treachery. Night fell deeper over Jotunheim. A sense of urgency settled upon Thor's shoulders like an unwelcome weight. Time was slipping away like grains of sand through one's fingers. They needed to reach Thrym before he became aware of their presence. Navigating through narrow paths carved by centuries past led them eventually toward Thrym's domain, a fortress towering above all else, surrounded by towering walls encased in frozen brambles that seemed alive under moonlight's glow. Mjölnir held captive, waiting for its rightful master to reclaim it amidst dark whispers echoing throughout cold stone corridors. For reaching Thrym's stronghold, however, challenges emerged unexpectedly. A group of wise giants stood guard at the castle entrance, demanding riddles be solved before granting passage further inside their lair. These trials would test not only physical might, but also the wits forged from ages long gone. Or exchanged glances filled with unspoken understanding alongside Loki, who grinned mischievously, a shared resolve flickering like embers ready to ignite into flame once more, as they faced formidable foes head-on together despite apprehension stirring beneath surface bravado. By one came forth questions, steeped deeply within lore, known only among ancient kin. Coaxed forth thoughts, woven intricately into fabric binding this very realm together. Each answer required clarity birthed from wisdom more powerful than sheer force alone could provide. First riddle posed revolved around time itself, an eternal concept perplexing even deities bound by fate's hand. It asked what runs without legs yet can traverse miles beyond comprehension. Moments passed as thoughts whirled within Thor's mind until clarity struck a flash illuminating darkness. Hidden below consciousness revealed itself clearly. "It is time," he declared triumphantly. A nod from wise giants signaled approval. They parted ways, allowing passage forward deeper into frozen sanctuary, guarded fiercely against intruders daring cross thresholds marked sacred ground, all while hints. Laughter echoed faintly behind them, as if mocking efforts made thus far. So began another trial. The second riddle tested intellect sharper than blades forged within fires fanned by rage long forgotten. Sigrun watched silently from afar amidst swirling snowflakes cascading around her ethereal figure. Murmuring softly under fading twilight hues above icy peaks surrounding her view towards brave souls embarking upon daunting quests ahead, she whispered gentle encouragement, carried upon gusts, seeking out hearts yearning for victory amid certainty lying thick across vast expanses, blanketed heavily beneath starlit skies illuminating paths, forged anew alongside legacies awaiting rebirth, wrapped tightly round hopes, soaring high amongst dreams flourishing bright even when faced adversities lurking ever close just outside. As Thor and Loki approached the imposing gates of Thrym's castle, air of tension hung thick in the atmosphere. The fortress loomed like a specter against the twilight sky, its black stone walls glistening with frost that seemed to pulse with ancient magic. The moment felt electric. They were on the brink of reclaiming Mjölnir, yet uncertainty clung to them like the chill in the air. With a determined heart, Thor cast aside their disguises, revealing his true form. Instantly, echoes of surprise rippled through the icy corridors as whispers spread among the giants. Revelation was met not only with shock, but also a simmering rage from Thrym himself. He stood at the far end of a grand hall, adorned with trophies from countless victories over lesser foes, a towering figure crowned in frost and pride. Thor's eyes narrowed as he faced Thrym. He could sense the king's arrogance radiating throughout the chamber. Challenge ignited between them, an unspoken understanding that this confrontation would determine their fates. With each breath he took, Thor could feel Mjölnir's power calling out from somewhere within this fortress, urging him forward. The battle commenced with explosive ferocity. Thor charged toward Thrym with thunderous footsteps that reverberated through stone and ice alike. Sparks flew as their weapons clashed, the divine force of Thor's might meeting the brutal strength of a frost giant king. Every strike echoed across Jotunheim, shaking loose icicles from lofty ceilings above, while reverberating through deep crevices hidden in shadowed corners. Wielded his own weapon, a colossal club forged from glacial rock, swinging it downwards, with intention to crush all who opposed him. He was no mere opponent. He danced around the giant's blows with agility born from years, spent honing his craft among gods and warriors alike. He struck back fiercely, invoking lightning that crackled through his hands, illuminating darkened halls, before colliding into Thrym's chest like a bolt from above. Yet it was not just raw power fueling this clash. Cunning played its part too. Loki lurked in shadows, not merely an observer, but an architect of distraction, and mischief crafted amidst chaos unfolding before them. Deft movements befitting a trickster god, he summoned illusions that confused and disoriented some of Thrym's guards nearby, sending them tumbling into one another, while adding layers to Thor's advantage. Watched intently from her ethereal realm high above a silent guardian, enveloped in misty clouds reflecting her concern for both brothers, battling below against formidable odds, draped in frost-bound majesty. Moments when doubt flickered within Thor's spirit, or exhaustion threatened to overtake him during fierce exchanges against an opponent. who seemed relentless. Then came a pivotal moment, as Thor locked eyes with Loki across the battlefield. An unspoken plan unfolded between them like threads woven by fate itself. The time had come for betrayal to shape destiny anew. An unexpected twist befitting tales etched across time itself. Loki turned on Thrym at just the right moment, feigning allegiance, before redirecting attention toward weaknesses left exposed during combat. It caught even Thrym off guard, as confusion flickered behind those icy blue eyes hardened by prideful arrogance. Boldened by this unforeseen turn of events, seized upon this window, allying strength deep within him, infused by every triumph won during trials faced earlier along their journey. With one final surge fueled by unwavering resolve, coupled alongside brotherly bond, woven together through shared adversities, they launched forth towards victory. With furious strikes aimed true, all strength converging into one decisive blow, Thor channeled energy gathered within Mjölnir itself, until it exploded outward into brilliant light, the force. Ripples coursing through Jotunheim, shaking foundations beneath towering peaks, resulting in resounding victory echoing loud enough for even distant realms beyond Asgard's skies to hear. As smoke cleared and silence enveloped throne. Left strewn amid remnants left behind, the hammer lay waiting amidst fallen debris, the symbol of power reclaimed once more, wrapped securely within familiar grip, belonging solely to its rightful owner. Thor stood tall amidst aftermath, surrounded now by newfound clarity, a realization dawning gently upon him. Courage transcended sheer physical might alone. It blossomed among bonds forged amidst trials endured side by side. Friendship flourished where bonds formed stronger than any metal known across worlds, triumphant yet reflective beneath. Starlit skies cascading overhead, showcasing endless possibilities lying ahead, awaiting discovery. Anew together, they prepared for homeward journey, filled with laughter, echoing memories cherished forevermore, as the echoes of victory resonated through Thrym's castle. Clutched Mjölnir tightly against his chest. The weight of his hammer felt reassuring, a reminder of his strength and purpose. Yet amidst the triumph, a deeper realization settled within him. This journey had transformed him in ways he had yet to fully comprehend. The trials faced in Jotunheim were more than mere tests of physical prowess. They had revealed facets of courage that resided beyond brute force. With Loki by his side, they began their descent from Thrym's icy stronghold, the path illuminated by an otherworldly glow that seemed to radiate from Mjölnir itself. Each step brought with it a renewed sense of hope, as memories of their struggles danced vividly in Thor's mind, moments where wit and cunning had triumphed over sheer might. They ventured through the labyrinthine halls, adorned with frozen tapestries depicting ancient battles. Sigrun observed from her celestial vantage point above, witnessed every challenge unfold, the riddles, the encounters with frost giants, and even Loki's clever distractions that turned adversity into opportunities for success. Her heart swelled with pride as she recognized the growth forged between the brothers throughout this arduous odyssey. Merging into the bright twilight of Jotunheim's realm once more, Thor paused to take in the breathtaking scenery around him, the towering ice formations glimmering under starlight, like fragments of dreams crystallized into reality. It was beautiful yet daunting, a reminder that although he had reclaimed his hammer, there would always be challenges awaiting just beyond horizons unseen. Loki nudged him gently, with a smirk playing upon his lips. Mischievous as ever despite their perilous journey together. He remarked on how they now possessed ample tales to regale their fellow gods back home, a treasure trove filled with exploits worthy of bardic ballads echoing through Asgardian halls. Or chuckled softly at this reminder. Laughter was indeed a balm for weary souls. He knew well that, in recounting their adventure upon returning to Asgard, would serve not only to entertain, but also inspire others facing adversity of their own, a testament that true strength lies not merely within muscle-bound frames, but rather within unity forged through shared experiences brimming with courage. Return trip felt invigorating. Each step toward home resonated like thunderclaps across realms intertwined by fate's hand, guiding them safely back toward warmth and light left behind amidst shadows lingering still far away. They traversed familiar paths, leading back toward Asgard's gleaming gates crafted from gold and silver. Anticipation thrummed beneath Thor's skin, a promise, waiting patiently for them ahead. Upon arriving at last beneath those radiant arches, marking entry into Asgard once again, the air buzzed vibrantly alive as cheers erupted from gods and goddesses, alike rejoicing at their safe return, voices intertwined, harmoniously weaving. Songs celebrating valor woven deeply within destinies entwined among stars, shining brightly overhead, illuminating joyous hearts reunited after trials endured far too long away. And there stood Freyja, her smile illuminating like dawn. After nightfall, as she welcomed them both homeward, bound alongside countless eager faces, ready to hear stories spun anew, wrapped tightly round hopes, soaring high amongst dreams flourishing bright even when faced adversities. Lurking ever close just out sight, Sigrun watched quietly while standing removed yet connected, a guardian spirit, observing these moments unfold before her very eyes, witnessing blessings bestowed upon beloved warriors returned triumphant. It laughter echoing sweet melodies throughout great halls, once again filled delightfully busy bustling energy emanating love surrounding everyone, gathered there together, sharing joy treasured among all who call Asgard home, a sanctuary. Denise converged nourishing spirits, illuminated endlessly boundless horizons, beckoning forth adventures still ahead, waiting patiently as starlit skies unfurled, gently casting whispers along astral pathways, leading onward forevermore.